What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dustin here, back with another video. Wanted to change up the scenery a little bit and do something different today, but I hope that y'all are doing well and we could really be here for each other in these moments where we need something, some sort of substance to rock our world. Um, and hope that y'all are remaining strong. There's a lot going on these days in the world, and for good reason. There's a spiritual battle going on, a mental battle uh, between us and ourselves and those around us, and physical battles. A lot's happening, right? But I can tell you that it's all happening for a reason. And I can tell you that, there's been some struggles I've been going through that, and first and foremost, this is not about me. It never was. And I don't want to make it about me ever, but want to know how you all are doing and just be here to share my story, my experiences. Keep an open mind, but with all this going on now, you know, the bottom line here is I wanted to be able to tell you all to remain consistent in the things that promote value in your life that you can't put a price on or an ultimate value on. They're just valueless things. What are these things? Family, friends, experiences, you know, you're trusting God. Never let that flame die out. These are the things that I've been focusing on, regardless of what has been going on around me or what I've been experiencing negatively. Um, and you know, it's just the way of the world right now, and um, the way things are heading. Unfortunately, it just seems like it's getting worse by the day. Whether it's the economy or um, faith in the president or whatnot, or just wars, battles, endless battles. But we're dealing with our own battles, and that's enough to deal with. So I get it. If y'all are struggling out there and need some motivation, I'm right there with you. So, what can we take from this? What can we grab a hold of when we push forward that's really going to last? That's really going to help us maintain who we are, where we need to be, the goals we want to achieve. Well, a positive mindset helps. And remain faithful. Keep your faith in God. Keep a sound, confident mind that He's going to do what He says He's going to do. And that in there is a promise. It's the ultimate promise. And just know that it's so, and that His word is true. And open that Bible, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day, or if you can go online and find some resources to get you to the Word of God. Make sure you're reading the right stuff. Obviously, don't read something that's not the truth. There's a lot of alterations out there, but just keep in God's Word and live it. Live it. Use that as your pathway, and He'll walk you down the paths that He wants you to go, and He'll lead you. So even if you're just hanging in there, you're not sure what His plan is for your life yet, just keep holding on. What else? Know that there's love in this world. Remain remain a loving person, give grace on a daily basis, give grace, because Jesus gave us grace. So we need to ultimately give grace back to others. It's easier said than done sometimes, especially when we're not being treated with grace, but you got to know that there's that there's a big reward for that. If you got a heart of gold and you're a loving person, there's, good things are going to come back to you, and the Lord is going to reward you for that. We're called to do it regardless of the reward, and it's not about any rewards, but He will take note of it, and He will note you down as, worthy of heart for being a great person. He, in the sense that, none of us are really worthy of His love, but He'll note your good deeds down, and, He'll remember it. And for the Creator to remember good deeds is a great thing. So, and that's really all the admiration you need when you're being kind to others around you, and you're giving them something to look forward to, positive feedback, positive hope. And yeah, so I'm just hanging outside with my dog today, and just was thinking about you all, and I hope you're doing well. But the economy is crazy right now. It's getting worse. Inflation is going up. The president, people are losing faith in him. People are wondering if the United States is the place to live anymore. I see a lot of it. I've had people complain about, specific states. Oh, the taxes are too high and this and that. Just all this complaining. And it seems that no matter where you go, you're going to experience some type of, downside of, I guess. But I don't really think that way. I don't really think negative minded like that. So I wouldn't know what they're talking about, to be honest with you. You just go through life and push through and do what you got to do. But it really goes to show what people hold as far as what's important to people these days. And the point here is that you need to remain positive regardless of what's going on. And it's hard to do. It's hard to maintain that. My dog's looking out there. She's so confused. She hears noises and geese and everything, and she's like, "What's going on?" Polly. All right. So, yeah, you're covered in grass. So, yeah, I mean, do the best you can as far as like worldly things go. Stock up. Don't be, be frugal with your spending. Don't be greedy. If you want things and they're important to you, go get them. But, don't make your life all about stuff. 100%, because things are going to break. Something's always going to happen. You're always going to have an expense. And then you're just going to grow bitter towards your things, and you're just going to become a bitter person overall, because you're relying on your things to make you happy, your objects that you have around you. Those things are important. Trust me. What is important? Okay, letting go. letting go is important, and understanding that God has a bigger plan and there is a bigger plan for your life. Just know you're loved and you're worthy. But yeah, I mean, there's just so much going on around us. How are we supposed to keep up? You know, it it's crazy because I'm gonna use a silly example, but take like this whole spotter lanternfly thing because we've had them all over the place lately. It just goes to show how something so out of our control can just spread even further, and there's nothing we can do about it. Like, yeah, every lanternfly we see, we could kill, or we could try to negate that from becoming a huge issue, but it's like the way the world is now, like the inflation, the price hikes, the war, the the way that things are right now. Sorry, there's a fly around me. In the world, we can try our best to maintain that, or our little worlds that we live in, our home, our vehicles, our money, whatever. We could try our best to maintain that, but it's just going to spread. Um, the negativity is just going to spread, and we just have to make the best of what we have. We have to build something of that and from that, right? I think it's so incredible. I think history is so incredible. Um, we have, I'm making the video right now. What's up? Okay. We have so much opportunity in this life to look at history and see what history has created and what people have done in the past. What you know the pathways they've set forth for us here in the future, which is, it blows my mind, like the technology of the old days, what they did, and the technology now. I think in the past things were just fascinating. I was in, I was just I've always been struck by old cars and old trains, old homes, old you know the way that gas was like 20 cents a gallon back then. Why can't we have those times now, like simpler times? But they were harder. A lot of those times were depression times. People couldn't eat. They had to stand in line to get bread and milk, and those were difficult times. But what a framework they laid back in those days of, just showing what was really important. Um, but a lot of wars back then too. We had a lot of war, and we wanted to fight and stand up for what we believed in and defend our people. Um, so, and war is messy. We know this. But yeah, I mean, the way that things were back in the day, like old trains and stuff like that, steam engines, the fact that they could create technology and still use it today that works, that worked for them back then to transfer materials via train. We had steam tractors, um, we had all these things back then that just blow my mind. But even boats, um, back all the way back to the Lewis and Clark days. I mean, the journeys that those guys made and our forefathers made, it just incredible. So these are some things to think about. Just don't get caught up in the day to day way that things are now. Choose to make your own way, and think of the positive things, and take it one day at a time, and don't lose your faith. That's the number one here. um, Hope I was able to speak out to y'all and just have a good conversation. But love you guys so much. Stay positive, meet your goals, wake up every day with a good attitude, and great things are going to happen for you, especially if you're living your life for the Creator and not for earthly pleasures or for yourself. So, but yes, it is about you in the sense that I want the best for y'all. And, I really do. And I hope you all achieve the things that are set out for your life, and that you have an incredible, incredible week. Okay? Love y'all so much. If you have any questions, like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you have a question. And I will see y'all in the next video. Take care. Peace.